Poetry is like fashion. But wait a minute. Before we get started, just want to make sure you notice this like. This is a simile. This is a comparison between two things that have something in common, using like or as. Got it? Good. Let's move on. Poetry is like fashion because if you feel good, and if you're saying what you want to say, then you're doing it right. There are no rules. A poem without rules is called free verse. Free verse has no consistent rhyme scheme, no consistent rhythm, and no consistent form. Today, instead of writing free verse poetry, we're going to write 4 types of poems that are a little bit more structured. All you need is a notebook and something to write with. Let's go! Here's a book of limericks from 1903. This might be a little outdated, but limericks never go out of style. There was an old man from Madrid who went to an auction to bid. He bought, if you please, a case of old cheese, but oh gosh, when he lifted the lid.
Ew.
Let's look at this limerick a little closer. We see Madrid, bid, and lid all rhyme. And please and cheese also rhyme. So that's what we mean when we say that limericks have an AA, BBA rhyme scheme. Plus, you can tell that limericks are usually funny and lighthearted.
LOL.
This one's about smelly cheese.
Ew.
Poetic form challenge number 1. Write your own limerick using an AA, BBA rhyme scheme. Moving right along our poetic form agenda, I happen to love fruit. If you like fruit as much as I do, you might want to write a fruit haiku. Yum 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 yum, yum 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 yum, yum 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 is an absolutely ridiculous haiku.
I roll.
But because yum is a 1-syllable word, it helps drive home the point that haikus have 3 lines in total, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables. Here's another haiku, this one about flowers. The first line has 5 syllables, the second line has 7 syllables, and the last line has 5 syllables again. If you find counting syllables or word units tricky, clap it out. Poetic form challenge number 2. Write your own haiku using 3 lines in total with 5, 7, and then 5 syllables. Next up, the ode. Poets write odes to express appreciation or praise for someone or something. This ode by William Blake is expressing praise and appreciation for the season, spring. There are regular odes that usually rhyme and follow set patterns, and then there are irregular odes. So you can write whatever kind of ode you want. One that rhymes or one that doesn't. In the past, poets chose topics really grand and really worthy of praise. But for your poetic form challenge number 3, choose anything, an object or an item that you think doesn't get enough appreciation. Why not write Ode to my toothbrush? Or Ode to my shoelace? Last but not least, we've got the sonnet. Sonnets are the stuff of Shakespeare. They're usually about love. They contain 3 quatrains and 1 couplet. That's 3 sets of 4 lines, and then a set of 2. And the rhyme scheme of Shakespearean sonnet looks like this. So use this rhyme scheme to write a sonnet to something or someone you love. If you made it this far, then you must love poetry. Let's review before we go.
TikTok, all stop.